I was always a Robin fanboy, be it Dick Grayson or Tim Drake. Becoming an edgy teen like we all do, I was ashamed to like Robin. I felt like he wasn't good enough, that he was a little too silly for me. Then I watched Under the Red Hood and Robin became my favorite character all over again. Today I am more mature, I hope so I don't like the Red Hood for the surface level stuff anymore. But Red Hood is still my favorite DC character because I think he has legit depth. So I thought it would be nice to explore a question I think is really interesting about the character. That question is, can Red Hood stop killing, and should he? As some could argue that it would be the natural next step in his storyline, as he would then grow from an anti-hero to a full-on hero, when the fact that he killed in the first place is one of the reasons why he is so compelling to me, and many people. No, it's not really that. What makes him such a compelling character to me is that compared to other characters like the Punisher, Red Hood actually tried to be a hero who didn't kill when he was Robin. And then when he realized that didn't work, he started killing criminals. He tried to do it the right way and he died. So he realized that some people deserve death. At least that's what he thinks. That if he had killed the Joker, or that if Batman had killed the Joker long ago, he would have lived. That thousands of innocents would have lived. So is it not the right thing to do to kill him at that point? If the justice system can't hold them, if those villains won't change, if it already costed him his life to let them live, is he really a bad person for killing them? He is literally a victim of the clown. Batman would argue that this is only Jason hiding behind a lie, that this is the only path left to stop those madmen. A lie that prevents him from seeing that he is becoming a killer. No different than those he is fighting. A lie to hide his weakness. Red Hood is not like Batman or any other member of the Bat family in this manner. He kills, and he will defend why he is doing it. In this way you could say that Jason gave up on redemption when someone is too far gone, and so has maybe without even realizing it, gave up on himself in a way, while Batman will always believe in him, because no one is too far gone for redemption, and certainly not his son. They fight sometime, but don't hate each other. You see, the whole point of Under the Red Hood is that Jason 100% think he is right and try to prove it to Batman, that some people deserve death. So the whole story would fall apart if he didn't believe he was right. He felt unworthy of being in the Bat family because he killed, but won't stop killing because he think he is right. Conflict is at the core of this character, and it's why he gets so angry when Batman reprimands him from killing, because it makes him feel unworthy of his family for something he believed he was right to do. Jason was born poor, without a mother that left him due to her addiction problem, and a father in jail. He only became Robin by chance. He wasn't an acrobat, he wasn't a genius, he wasn't an assassin, he had nothing. He hated Gotham. He should have become a crook. But no, he became Robin. Why? Because someone believed in him. Batman was the only one that believed in him. So the reason why he is so mad at Batman when Batman reprimanded him from killing is not because deep down he doesn't think killing is right. It's because the one person who really believed in him is disappointed in him for something he believed he is right to do. So now that we know this, is it possible for Jason to ever stop killing? Well, a comic tried to tell a satisfying story about that. In the page of Batman Urban Legend, spoiler by the way, Red Hood, after witnessing a mother overdose on a bed, found her son, tried to reach for the father, to then realize the father was one of the person manufacturing the drug. The same drug that got the kid mother hospitalized. He even hurted the boy, never cared about his family. And in that moment of weakness, Jason killed him. He finally realized in that moment what Batman always told him. He made the kid an orphan, a kid just like him. The book then focused on his relationship with Batman, on how he is trying to make it right. The comic focused on his insecurity, on how he and Batman love each other as father and son but cannot express it like they would like to. In the end, Red Hood said he would stop killing. Basically, the problem with the book is that it retconned a big element of previous book to work. It added the idea that Jason probably always felt like a killer, that he never had a chance in life, all because the story retconned that Jason killed someone for the first time as a kid, something that is new to this book. and that it's maybe because of that he killed today. You even see this in his way of thinking when he was Robin. When he tell Batman that a criminal will always stay a criminal, he probably think this is all he is, a killer, so why not indulge? Changing the character so that now he didn't start killing because he realized after his death that some people deserve death, only after becoming the Red Hood, but that instead Jason always thought that some people deserve death ever since childhood. If not, he wouldn't be fine with his original kill, or when he was Robin he would have talked to Batman about it at least. At the very least, it confirmed that he didn't start killing after his death, changing under the Red Hood for the worse. From a powerful story about a Jason that changed after his death to see the world this way, to a Jason who always thought killing was fine. Now in Under the Red Hood, he doesn't speak from his experience as a victim that just started killing, but as a killer that has been justified in his killing. Even worse than that is that all this implied that Jason probably never truly believed in Batman's method, and so robbed Red Hood from a core of his appeal. The birth of the Red Hood is now not defined by his experience as Robin or his death, but by this previously non-existent part of his backstory. Now he never thought killing was bad, and so it's less impactful in hindsight that Red Hood does, changing the whole context behind Jason killing, just in order for his whole point of view to be retconned as something he must get over, as then it changed from a decision based on all his life experience until that point, in something that he truly believed in, to something he believes is true because he never got to understand the other point of view. Now he always believed killing was fine, which is not only bad, but it's also something the book implied would change as soon as he saw the consequences of his action, as killing the father was all it took for him to change his way, making all his other story worse. Case in point, he never told Batman he did, meaning he probably never even thought his action had any consequences, which is dumb as fuck. This implied that Jason only killed because he never really thought about not killing, and Jason shouldn't kill because of stupid shit like this. He shouldn't have been killing people because he thought letting criminals live didn't have value, especially as he, by that point, once became himself the kingpin of Gotham. Basically, you could just say that he stopped killing because Jason made a kid an orphan, but it's really hard to believe that Jason never did this before, or that he never considered he most likely did. Like, is he stupid? Doesn't he know people have family? This just sounds like a dumb excuse to give a semi-plausible reason why he would stop killing. It's a semi-retcon because we all, I think, assume Jason already considered that before he gave Batman the speech in Under the Red Hood. His dad was a henchman, for fuck's sake. He would be the first to know every henchman can be a kid father. It's simple baby logic. But I mean, him killing someone that he normally wouldn't have could have been a way to do it, maybe. It could have been interesting, like him killing an innocent without meaning to, but it's not why Jason is changing his worldview in this. And if it took seeing it to understand it made Jason a half-ass fraud. You do not kill or argue with the fucking Batman about it without considering that people you kill may have a family. Now Jason just become the edgelord a lot of teenagers think he is. I also find it weird to think that Jason seemed to think the father and mother would be better to raise this kid when he come from such a dysfunctional family himself, one that apparently made him be in a situation where he became a fucking killer as a child, and that he sees himself in the kid. It's just weird. You see, the story looked good on the surface, but when you think about it, it kind of fall apart. So to answer the question, can Red Hood ever stop killing? Well, yes, he did in this book. The thing is that if to do it, you must retcon this much about the character, or imply a lot of stupid shit. I just don't think you should. The Red Hood is interesting because he became the Red Hood, not because he always was. Now he is just a basic anti-hero that kills. I like that he contrasts with Batman, that he has has his own ideal that differ from everyone else in the Bat family. And if you change that, you need a damn good story to go with it. And even then, is changing him really worth it at all? I just don't think so. The Red Hood way of fighting crime is not perfect. Not in any way, but it's an interesting point of view that make him stand out. He is like the new 52 Batman says himself, the one that can go where Batman can't. I gotta admit though, the whole dilemma about if he will ever become someone deserving his own brand of justice is interesting, but having it make Jason retract on his whole worldview is the most boring way to address it. It would be far more interesting if he came to the conclusion to stop killing low-level crook and only go after the big gun. Anything but the lazy way out. There is a lot of way you could approach this story, but making it all in on the killing or all out is too black and white for a character whose whole argument has been about shade of grey. As a character, Jason doesn't, in my opinion, need changing. I think his popularity made a lot of people think so too, so I wouldn't change him at all on this aspect. I don't mean I don't want him to have character arc ever again, but as much as I don't want Nightwing to kill, I don't want Red Hood to stop killing. So no, if you didn't realize, I don't want him to stop killing, and even if he can, he shouldn't. The thing is, you know what? At the end of the day, because of the status quo, Red Hood, even on a meta level, will probably always be a killer, and I think that's fine with me. I don't dislike the take of Urban Legend, and I could see people really like this story for Red Hood, but I think I prefer the other way around. But again, maybe a story arc will one day change my mind on it, you never know. In the meantime, I just hope the live action version of the character we get next will be better than the one in Titan. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you like the video and want more videos like those. Thanks for watching.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Too many things going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping